weekend playing in Jacksonville?
I spent a lot of time in Jacksonville. I lived there for about 8 years, so probably just seeing all my old friends and family members that still live down there, and just playing in this game. I've been a part of it, as a fan, living in Jacksonville. So it's always awesome for me to come back and play in this game.
Describe the atmosphere. I mean, half and half. What is it like to play in that kind of atmosphere?
It's awesome. It's literally split right down the middle, half and half, like you said, and it's kind of weird the way people file in because they're all out tailgating beforehand. So when everybody gets in there, it gets crazy, and it's just a really cool atmosphere. It's probably one of the best atmospheres in college football.
What ages did you live in Jacksonville?
Man, I think I was 7 until about 14, 15.
So big Gator fan then?
No, I was never a Gator fan.
Okay. Your family ever tailgate the game or anything like that?
Yeah, they have in the past, and they did last year as well. So there's no telling.
So when you were a kid, they were tailgating when you were young?
No, I think they hung around the house when I was young, okay. but they do now.
What's the weirdest thing you've seen going to that game? There's what crazy things happening there around that stadium.
Man, I mean, I don't even think I can narrow it down to one, but people have a good time out there, and they're out there all day. So, I mean, there's definitely some sights to see out there.
I know you guys try to treat every opponent the same, and Kirby, try to hammers that point across and everything. But, I mean, honestly, is this just another game? I mean, does it feel just like another game for you guys to go into that neutral side and to play such a long-time rivalry like that?
No. For me, I don't really like these guys a whole lot, but that's just part of it. It's part of the Florida-Georgia rivalry, and every time we come into Jacksonville, we want to win this game, and that's the mentality we take going into practice and into this week.
In terms of the guys on Florida's defensive line, I mean, they've got a couple of high-profile guys over there. So, how does that make things difficult from a tight end's perspective? What type of things do y'all have to do differently when you have that talent from off the edge?
I mean, you just got to compete, with those guys, man. They're good players. That's the real number 18. That's the OG 18. But yeah, no. When you got guys, that they got, on their D line, I mean, it's a big challenge, and if we can hold up against them, that's a great look for us, and that's something that we, aim to do. And I'm excited for the challenge. They got good pass rushers, good players, good defense, so I'm looking forward to it.
There's more talking between players in this particular game than maybe other games y'all play in during the year.
Yeah, I would say so. They don't like us and we don't like them, so but this game is about composure too. You can't get caught out of control, and the next thing you know, you're costing the team because you can't keep your mouth shut. But there's some weird swap during the game.
Well, let me ask you, as far as the young kids go, I mean, I'm sure they're going to be, so many guys have to keep their composure. I mean, very important for the young kids. I mean, how are you going to go about trying to make sure they do that?
Just harping on it, letting them know that, composure is a real thing in this game, that you need to have it. I know a lot of guys on their team, they love to talk, even from, the camp circuit, and, 7-on-7s, and, it hasn't changed in the last 2 years.
That's something, they talk about the camp circuit, I mean, you go to these different camps and all, guys have already committed, and then the talking really kind of starts then, because I've been to camp before where you kind of see that back and forth like that.
There's definitely a carryover with it, and, and this is just a big trash talking game. The last 2 years I've played in it, that's the way it's been, that's the way I think it'll always be. So, good old fashioned hate between the two teams that really like each other.
How much were you recruited by?
I was recruited by a pretty hard McElwain staff.
Any remembrances of it?
Yeah, I mean, I took a visit there for the Tennessee game when Will Greer was the quarterback there, and they ended up winning. Cool atmosphere, good fan base. But I like Georgia a little better.
Growing up there, I mean, Spurrier was before your time, but between Urban Meyer and Muschamp, they recruited very well. Seemed to be a little bit of more people seem to be going to Georgia. Did something turn that trend at some point?
I don't know. Growing up in Jacksonville, I was a part of the, watching the Gator teams that had Tim Tebow on them and Percy Harvin, and there was tons of Gator fans and tons of people who wanted to be Gators, and they got a lot of history in the program, a lot of good players, a lot of good teams that come out of there, but You know, I don't know. I think a lot of people see in Georgia, you know, what I saw, you know, tide's turning, and you know, there's a lot of good things going on here, and you know, Georgia's going to be good for a long time.